Edo State Governorship Election Tribunal ready to deliver judgment on the gubernatorial election. Set the date. Can you imagine? So they have set the date now to when? April 2nd, to deliver judgment on the state governorship election tribunal. I mean, the judgment that is being contested, or rather the election result that is being contested by both by the PDP group. Okay, we already know what is going to come out. It's one party state, one party system. APC. The Edo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal has scheduled Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025 to deliver its judgment on the September 2024 election. They have written judgment for them. They have told them what to say. So what they're saying, you'll be surprised that the judgment they're going to read will be different from all the proceedings and evidences that have been submitted and records that have been made over the period. Don't be surprised. When they read their judgment, you see that there's no link. There will be no link between the judgment they're reading versus all the proceedings that must have taken place. That's how you know that judgment must have been written somewhere. But let's watch and see. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, declared Monday Okpebolo of the All Progressive Congress, APC, as the winner of the governorship election. Okpebolo defeated Aso Igodalo of the People Democratic Party and Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. Dissatisfied, the PDP and its candidate filed a petition challenging Okpebolo's victory in the September 21, 2024 election. They accused INEC of electoral irregularities, including overvoting, lack of ballot serialization, errors in collation, and miscalculations in results. Exactly. So during the tribunal hearings, the petitioners presented 19 witnesses and summoned a senior technical officer from INEC's ICT department. So the officer provided 154 BVS machines as evidence to support claims of overvoting. So in the case, which was marked EPT ED Gov 02-2024, INEC did not call any witnesses in response to the petition. Okpebolo presented one witness, while the APC brought forward 4 witnesses before concluding their defense. So the 3-member panel, led by Justice Wilfred Kpochi, had in the last sitting stated that the tribunal's judgment will be delivered at a later date. So a date for judgment will be communicated to the parties by the secretary of the tribunal. The tribunal stands adjourned until then, said Justice Kpochi. Kpochi, can you imagine? So now they have set April 2nd, which is on Wednesday, as the date they will release the judgment. I know for sure that that judgment will have no bearing with all the proceedings and all the hearings that have been made over the period. That is how you know. Let's just watch and see. Don't be surprised. You will say I said it. And somebody say here, we already know the result. Of course, it's not APC government. It's not APC that put Okpebolo there. Who owns INEC? Who owns all the judiciary system? It's still the APC. So they are predetermined it. One party system, eye service judges and judiciary, bad success, of course. It is APC tribunal, nothing to expect, of course. Can it be any change? Nothing will change. APC and Oshomole tribunal, God will judge everybody according to his or her deeds. Of course, all of them, a lot of them that claim to be superpowers, they are all gone. We know of the hefty political bodies in this country that thought that nothing. Somebody said, well, I think Abacha said that it's only God that can stop him. And God finally stopped him. So let them continue. It's a matter of time. I will be very surprised if the tribunal goes ahead to declare Aso Igodalo as the winner of the Edo governorship election, knowing how the APC is working by all means to capture the South states, with reference to what is going on in Rivers and which is alleged to extend to Bayelsa State. Moreover, since Mr. Nwike, who seems to know how best to reach out to judges, is working for APC. So victory for APC in the Edo Election Tribunal is a foregone conclusion despite the obvious evidences of rigging by INEC in favor of APC candidate Monday Okpebolo. And that is true. And so in the case of Obaseki, the tribunal ever declared its opponent a winner. How I wish you knew that what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay. Oh. Do we have judiciary in Nigeria? The answer is no. And that is true. And that is what everybody will definitely answer. We don't have. Say whatever you want to say, it won't affect the judgment of the tribunal. Somebody has come for them, and this person we know where it's coming from. Something which will be solely based on evidence, not on emotions, party loyalty, or any other thing. Those who think it is when verdict is against APC, that is when judgment is served. You can shout as much as you want. The law does not respond to that. Okay, why didn't INEC produce any witness? Why did APC produce only the 2 witnesses? Some say the judgment will either expose the corruption in Nigeria judiciary or set Nigeria judiciary on the path of justice. Of course, it's going to expose the corruption in Nigerian judiciary, nothing more, nothing less. I know that. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? Some are saying the already passed judgment in favor of the APC. Is there any justice in Nigeria anymore since APC have taken over, or since APC took over the mantle of leadership? They have nothing to prove. They don't have any sincerity to prove. Corrupt judiciary can never change. God will judge them all. We already knew the APC tribunal, and that is it. We know. So there's nothing that's going to come out of that judgment. Let's not expect anything less. The fact here remains that the APC used all the apparatus of the government to rig that election, from INEC to using the security agencies across the state and the country to support Okpebholo to become the governor. That is it. Asa Odalo challenging it, just want to challenge it to prove that he knew what happened, but that is not going to change the judgment. We'll be surprised. In fact, it would be abnormal if APC declared Asa Odalo, if the tribunal declares Asa Odalo winner of the election. That means it's abnormal. I'm telling you. The normal thing is that judiciary will always declare the ruling party as winners in all tribunal cases. And that is how it has always been. And this one will not be an exception. It will not be different. We know it. So that is it. They have declared Wednesday, 2nd of April, the day of judgment. We will see whether the judgment that will be passed will be coherent with the hearings and the proceedings that have taken place, or they are going to read a judgment that they have written elsewhere and predetermined, independent of the proceedings and the hearings. That is it. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment as we wait for the judgment to come on Wednesday.